guys, this is Flossmas number 2. I'm Michelle, also known as Cheesecake and Cross Stitch. Welcome back. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that's commented, liked, sent me messages on Instagram. It's all so appreciated, and I was blown away actually by how many people watched it even, and how many people commented and said such lovely things. So I just want to say thank you for that. It's going to be a shorter one this time, I hope. I've got some progress. I actually just had a look at all my whips that I was going to include, and I was like, oh, actually I've worked on a lot more than I actually thought I did. And I've got some haul as well, and of course my haul is bigger than normal because I went to Stitch in London, as I said last time, with all my stitchy plans. So since last time, I've been to Bristol Stitchy Day and to Stitch in London. I'm not going to do a recap on them because there's plenty of other floss tubers that have done recaps thoroughly and amazingly. So for Bristol Stitchy Day, if you want to check out Monty and the Brom, Monty came to Bristol and she has done an amazing little recap about Bristol Stitchy Day. One thing I do want to say about it is it's amazing. I got to meet lots of local stitchers. I met some wonderful people. I met Angela for the second time, who's part of my Love Poppet, or not mine, our Love Poppet group. And we ran for the octopus. I met her at Cardiff the week before, and she's absolutely lovely. And I also met Vicky, also for the second time, because I'd met her the week before for Cardiff Stitchy Day. So it was lovely to catch up with them. They introduced me into a whole new world of cross stitch that I didn't even know about. Games that you play. It sounded like it was some kind of Dungeons and Dragons type stitching game. Didn't know any of these things existed, but apparently they do, so that was very enlightening. All the girls on my table were amazing. I also met Charlie for the first time. She was on the table next to me. We had a good old catch up at lunchtime. And yeah, it was wonderful. Megan was there from Coffee Craft Fabrics. I tried to avoid her like the plague because I had bought a load of stash on Super Sunday, so the previous week, so I was like, no more, because her fabric is so beautiful. So yeah, it was a lovely day, and the food is fantastic there, and it's all part of the price. It's just a really nice relaxed stitchy day. And then I've been to Stitch in London, which is my favourite retreat of all time. It's run by Marie of Stitches and Diamonds. She's fantastic. I have never known someone to work so hard than her. And like you've heard from everybody else, she launched her Swan Bay fabrics, which of course I had to buy some. So I will show you that in the haul. So yeah, I had a great time. Met loads of lovely people. Met Kim for the first time. She's lovely. Re-met Sarah, who I'd met at the Big Stitch, but spent more time with her, and she's a darling. Obviously spent more time with Laura and Charlie, and the lovely famous Hazel, but all those guys were on a different table to me. I was sat by the wonderful Sally from Flossie Sews and Grows, and Whitney, Crafty Whitney, fantastic. Two people that I met at the Big Stitch, so amazing people. I was also sat next to Tina. I met Frances for the first time, and me, Frances and Charlie had gone out for dinner the night before, because we went down the night before because we had horrendous journeys the time before, so we wanted to make sure we were there. And yeah, who else was on my table? Claire and Nicole and Leanne. It was fab. We had such a good time, lots of table gifts and just fun stitching and everything in between, the shopping. It was just fab. But like I said, I won't do like a recap or anything. Laura from Cotton and Clay's done a fantastic one. And I know the other girls, like you met Yaz, which was amazing because she's one of my favourite designers. So that was oh sorry, I thought someone was coming over my house then. I thought it was like my mother or something. I got to get distracted easily. So yeah, it was fantastic. to meet Yaz because she is one of my favourite designers. So yeah, they've all done like catch-ups, so you can go ahead and watch them. I'm sorry about the dog. He literally barks at anybody that's not his family or his friends. So, and he can't even see them. He's just downstairs and he knows that someone has like come here. So yeah. So I'm going to move on. I'm going to show you some of my whips and my progress. So I will start with Cloud Factory's fairy tale. It's Hans Christian Andersen and Other Fairy Tales. It's a year-long sale, so it started in January. And I started on Even Reeve as one of my first projects. So I've realised as I've come to this last section that my fabric is probably not long enough. It's a rookie mistake that I made, but I think the main parts are going to fit. It's just maybe the border. So so basically I've stitched this month's and last month's because I hadn't done it, so I've caught up, but I haven't done any of the border, and a few of the snowflakes is what I've missed off, because I'm going to stitch the rest of it and then see how I can adapt the border to make it fit. And then I'm planning to make a wall hanging out of it, so I'll probably machine sew it onto some fabric, make a wall hanging so that it won't really matter, and then gift it to my niece because she will love this. It is one of my favorite things to work on. The design is cute, but the main reason is the fabric. It's so beautiful, and of course it's a coffee craft fabrics, but it is just beautiful to work on. But I'll show you guys. There we go. So I've just done, I think it's the 12 Princesses. I can never remember what that one's called. And then the Princess and the Pea, which is, I've been waiting to do that one because I know that that one's coming and I absolutely adore it. So yeah, that's that one. I just put it away because otherwise I'll make a mess. Like I said, I thought I was going to have about 3 whips to show you, but actually going through them, I've done okay. Yeah, so that's that one. And then, I've just realised I've not brought down one of my new starts. At Bristol Stitchy Day, they gave us a little freebie, and I've started that. But I'll show you that another time, probably when I finished it. So then the next thing I'm going to show you is, you would have seen this last time, so you can see some of the progress. But it is, oh gosh, everything's stuck to it. I think I've got like lots of metally things in here, and I've left all the new ones because I'm the queen of leaving about 5 different needle minders on here. But this is the Witty Stitcher Garden Wedge, and I think I've done here and filled in her dress. I think I did a little bit of the dress, but not much. I did some of this at the Big Stitch, but not a lot. I did some on the last day, and I was feeling quite run down by the last day, and I was coming down with a cold, so I just wanted something a bit easy, so I just did some of the filling. So yeah, that's that one. I've obviously, it's got the same needle minders as last time, so they're all a mix of Don't Step on Your Needle, Cotton and Clay, that one, and that one's a Cotton and Clay, and then I think these two up here are Caterpillar Cross Stitch. So yeah. The fabric is actually Fibre on a Whim, 28 count Laguna, however you say it. That was as part of the cartridge core box from the Starlight Stitchery. They do like retreat in the boxes every now and again. So yeah, that's that one. Put that in there. The next one, oh, I've had a headache with this one. It's one of my favourite whips. Oh, I didn't realise I'd left all the needle minders on. Hang a bang. I just take them off and then I can re-put them back on. Oh, I lose my needle. There we are. I put that down. Okay, so I wanted this to be at a sort of similar point to Laura's from Butterfly 83 and Cotton Clay, because we were meeting up at Stitch in London and we wanted to get a nice photo together. So, however, I'd made a mistake with it and I ended up having to frog like a whole section of it and move it across as well. But I'm not used to like not starting a project in the middle. So I've learned a lesson anyway. And also I thought this one was going to be like really easy stitching because it's like quite geometric. No, could not be more wrong. So I really have to concentrate on this one, but it is a joy to stitch. both because I'm loving the paint box threads and the pastel colours are so beautiful, but also the design is lovely, and I just love stitching the letters. And actually that was one of the parts I had to frog and stitch all over again. Didn't really mind because it's just such a joy to stitch. So this is Modern Folk Embroidery. Look at this. It's a big stitch, big tree. And I'd say I was about a quarter way through. So I do want to get loads of stitches on this, but I probably am going to store this away until after the festive season, get it back out in January and give it some proper love. Because all I want to stitch right now is Christmas and festive stuff. So yeah, I'm just going to put the needle minders back on because otherwise I'll lose them and no one wants that. Particularly because I kind of collect them now. But what stitcher doesn't, you know? So yeah, that's going to go back in there. I was a lot more organised last time. I had them all like unfolded and everything, so I could just show it really quick. But I'm kind of just slotting this into what I can do today. The next one is also a really special project to me. It was born at the Big Stitch. It's a design by my lovely friend Miguel from Star Prey Designs. Our table was sat with him. I've told you this last time, so I'm not going to bore you with all the details, but we fell in love with his sampler. And there were 6 of us at Stitch in London, and we all had a lovely photograph with our part. So yeah, this is mine. And this fabric is really showing up this time, so that's good. It was blowing out a little bit. So I've just literally done that whole centerpiece around the edge. So I'm going to start to do the middle bit, which has 2 little duckies and a heart and then some vines. And I feel like once I get that part done, it's like the most massive thing, and then all the other bits can like work around it. So we've decided we're going to give ourselves 2 years to finish this. The next big stitch is 26. So yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll get it done. So I'm actually going to, from January, put like it's going to be on the Whipco board, but also I think I'm going to take a leaf out of Charlie's book and like plan to put so many stitches in this per day or per week, whatever I feel is manageable around my work schedule, because I actually really want to get this done by the Big Stitch, and I think it would be fantastic if everybody that was involved, everybody that took part in the stitch along, and obviously we've got 2 years to do it, so it's still time for anybody else who wants to join us. It's #quackalong if anyone's interested, but yeah, it'd be nice to get a massive picture of everybody involved, and great for Miguel as well. And also I just want to feature the little ducky by Cotton and Clay. So yeah, lovely that one. So I will move on now. So the next one is a new start. It is Lola Crow Verdant Cottage. I've had this one for a while because I had it as an exclusive in the Cottage Core box, but I just never got around to starting it. And then my lovely friend Sarah, Stitchy Bug, she wanted the pattern in the needlework market, so we decided to start this together. So I have started it on the Cawthorn fabric, which is vintage country mocha, but I've done it in 36 count, which is my second go at 36 count. I've not done very far with it. I'm using a Morgan hoop. The Morgan hoop was gifted to me by Whitney because I really wanted to try it, and I have to say I'm a big fan. It really holds the fabric taut, and it's been in my bag a little while and it's not like loosened at all. But yeah, this is what I've done. So it is actually a minuscule, and I'm doing it 1/2, but I'm not convinced I like that coverage. So also, funny story, obviously I've been waiting for ages to start this, and I'd kitted it up and everything, but when I went to actually stitch it, I realised I was missing like 13, which is a lot, 13 skeins of thread. So I just scoured my whole like stitching room to try and find it, and I couldn't find it nowhere. I checked my order form, it was all correct, but in the bag that I put in with all the skeins, there was like 13 other skeins. So either I've mixed them up with something, because I don't think that they've been sent mistakenly. I think it'd be me thing, and I put them in with something else. Who knows? So that'll be a nice surprise, because I've had to reorder them all now, but I'll have some more floss for something else, I suppose. So yeah, so this bit here is it's basically, oh, I get it really close. It's basically the wisteria. But like I said, I've hardly done anything. It doesn't look like anything, but it's a start. Glad I made it, and I will be getting some more love on this week as well. Sorry if my voice is a bit croaky. I think I'm coming down with a cold, which I've had like pretty much a new cold every week. A bit annoying. I've got another new start. So first of all, this is the Stitch in London bag that Yasmin from Yasmin's Made with Love made. It is absolutely beautiful. She is just amazing. So I had to buy that because I wanted to stitch the exclusive in. Just as a recap, because I don't think I showed you this last time. This is the exclusive pattern book. You get all 3 of those patterns. I am doing this one, which is very similar to this one. There are some minor sort of changes. I'm doing it this way because I've actually bought this box, which I'll show you. So I want to fix this here, but I'm going to do this small as well, because I've seen a few people do it and I really like it, but I might do it in a different colourway. I think is what I've decided. Again, it's like, when I don't know, because it's like finding the time to do everything you want to do, it's just absolutely crazy. So first off, let me show you. These are the called for colours. They're Roxy Floss. So this is Merlot and this is Royale. I think I'm pronouncing that right. But they are just like, you can tell. Oh, absolutely beautiful colours. So Yasmin chose them really, really well. And let me get out what I've done so far. So I actually bought the called for with me, the called for fabric I should say, with me, just because I was desperate to start it, because I wanted like the memory attached to it. But I started it, and I started the 2 girls in the middle, so I thought it would be a nice place to start. And I just did not like the fabric. I had it, so it's vintage country mocha, but I had it in even weave in 32 count. And I just didn't like it. The fabric was like quite an orangey, whereas both the Ada and the linen were like lighter, like more tanny colour. Kind of like tea stained almost. And I just didn't like it. The more I stitched on it, the more I was hating it. And I just thought to myself, if I continue doing this, I'm going to never pick it back up again. And I didn't want that, because I absolutely adore the pattern. So Sally said to me, why don't you go and get the linen, because otherwise you won't enjoy it. So that's what I did. But I actually got it in 36 count. I'm being brave here. I'm trying to like, you know, widen my horizon. So I've got it in 36 count, but obviously I had worked quite a lot on it, and it went around my table. I think in the end Sally and Francis pulled it all out of the even weave, so I've got that somewhere. But this is what I've done. So I started here, but I really wanted to like stitch this bit, so that's what I did. And also this is the Needle Minder exclusive from Cotton and Clay. Laura is just so talented, little charm. And I got the I think it's scissor fob, and also a ring bling for like my words are escaping me, words are hard today, for like floss straps. I got that. And then this little froggy, this little guy is from Charlie, and I absolutely had to have this. This is the bigger range she's doing. I had to have it because it's a mum and a baby, and it just reminds me of my job, so I thought it was just perfect for me. So I went back and got that one because I just fell in love with it. Both these women are just so talented in what they do, and I'm so privileged to know them and call them my friends. So yeah, definitely check their shops out. I think they're both on a hiatus. Laura is having some renovations done in her kitchen, so I think she'll be back open in November, and I think Charlie will be back in November as well. She's taken some much needed time off because she's been working so hard on both her job and on her small business, Charlie Feathers, so she'll be spending time with her children and her husband. So they'll both be open in November, so you can go ahead and have a look what they've got just in time for Christmas. So yeah, so that's my start. Again, something else that I really want to put some more love in. It's just time, and also because Christmas is coming up and Halloween and everything, I've just wanted to, I want to kind of stitch that kind of stuff now. I always do when it gets into this like wintry phase, but I probably will put some stitches into this before Christmas, but it's probably one I'm going to give more love to in January. And then, oh, I don't want to lose my Roxy floss. There we go, put that away there. So the next one, and my last bit, and then we'll move on to haul, is one of my favourite designers, Claire from Love Poppet, who I met at Stitchy London on the first day, on the Friday. She's such a lovely person, really down to earth. I really enjoyed meeting her. I got a little photo with her as well, which I'm going to put on Instagram. I'm just terrible at uploading things. She's just really nice, and she is probably one of my favourite designers, if not the favourite at the moment. She just keeps pushing out banger after banger, and I wasn't going to do any stitch alongs anymore going forward, but she brought out Night Rider, and I was really, what's the word? Well, when I saw Dreaming of Summer, which I had bought as a PDF after the sale, I thought if she's bringing out a Halloween one, I'm going to want to do it, because I was really jealous of everyone doing it in the summer. So I decided I was going to do the Halloween one, which I did. I have completed part 1 and I am working on part 2. So since I last shown it, I have done this clock tower, and I have done, I think I did this bit, but I've done all of this bit, and maybe this bit too, some of this. So I've done loads of this moon and this bit, and I want to finish part 2 before I move on to anything else, so I will continue this today and on the weekend. But to be honest with you, I'm loving this one so much that I might even stitch it till it's finished and get a little finish done, because there's just, I'm obsessed with it, and there's just nothing else that I want to pick up right now, and I think if I did, I wouldn't enjoy it. So I'm probably gonna work on this, work on this exclusively until it's finished, I think, unless there's something that I really want to work on that comes out, you know, I don't know. I'm not planning it. I am planning one more start. We'll go through that in a minute. So yeah, no 2 more starts. Oh, so after those, then yeah, I'll probably be stitching this before I start those, I would imagine. So that's all my wicks. And now I'm going to go through, well actually I will go through, I'll go through a haul. So first things first, I get Needle of the Month from Cotton & Clay, which is this gorgeous little star. So cute for Christmas, well anytime, but it's just amazing. So I think I'm going to put this in one of my Christmas projects, because I've got 2 that I'm going to start, which I'll talk about in a minute. And then I'm going to show you my needle market, the summer needle market picks, because they finally all came through. So I'm a big Stacey Nash fan. I say I'm a big Stacey Nash fan. I've not stitched anything from her, but I just collect her patterns. So I have one of her patterns from Nashville Marketplace. Gosh, that escaped my mind. And I want to get the other 2. So I think I've got the squirrel and the mouse, dormouse to get from that collection, that release. And then I also got Harriet, which was a big Stitch exclusive. And then I've got the 3 that just came out. So I've got this badger, so sweet. And then I've got the fox, and I just love these dungarees, so cute. And these are the British animal crackers. So, and then I got this one. So sweet. So I think Sammy from Floss Friends has done it really tiny. I don't know what size she did, maybe 40 count, but I'm planning to do mine on 40 count because I want them really tiny. I don't know how I'm going to display them, but I want to. So that's my plan, but I will be doing that. It's going to be a New Year 25 plan. So that's for them. And then I fell in love with this. I am a big bookworm, so it just goes well. And I think Counting Puddles is a really talented designer. I have a few of them, of her PDFs, or their PDFs. So yeah, I'm planning to stitch one of these in the new year as well. Which one I couldn't say. I had to get there. I'm really sorry, Sarah. Close your eyes for this bit. But I really adored this one, so I had to get this one. It's very autumnal. Sorry, Sarah. She hates foxes because they were mean to her chickens. Sorry. And now I want to mention, when I show you my next bit, my next needle market order, I want to mention my really, really good friend Rachel, who, when I was explaining about the Caterpillar Cross Stitch Retreat, I missed her off the table, and I didn't mean to because she's very dear to me, really special friend. But we both absolutely loved this Tiny Modernist Bobbin for Apples. She started hers, she got her chart like ages ago, and I think if I'd gotten mine ages ago, I would have started this, and I am planning to stitch this and then mount it on the pumpkin that I showed you last time as a finish. It's just really quaint and pretty and cute. So she started hers, and check her out on her Instagram. I can't remember what her stitching handle is on Instagram. I'll get it wrong if I try and guess. But she's on Instagram, and I'll try and link it down below. And she's just amazing. So yeah, I'm going to start this at some point and hopefully try and catch her up. And then I got this. So the next one I've got is so at the Big Stitch I won a raffle prize, and within the prize was a voucher for Talking Dog Stitchery, who is also one of my favourite places to buy from because she just tracks down everything that you want, basically. She's fab. Rachel is fab. So I used the voucher to get this chart, which I really, really love because I love the geometric shapes and the goddess feel to it. I just love it. And the animals in it as well, because I'm a big animal lover. So this is the last chart that I got from the needle market. And again, I've no idea when I'm doing any of these charts, but I think I would like to do this in spring. So yeah, we'll see. I still haven't made up on my plans. I'm waiting for my planner to come through, I've pre-ordered it, and then I'll make all my plans, put it in there. I've jotted some things down about what I want to do, but yeah. I then want to mention my amazing friend Jen from Wolf Down the Rabbit Hole. She's a Floss tuber as well, so go check her out if you don't already subscribe to her or know her. She is one of the most generous, kind-hearted people that I have the pleasure of calling a friend. I have arranged a stitching social on Zoom for some of the girls that I went to the retreat with that have become really close stitchy friends. And it's just going to be a stitch and chat, and I've got a quiz and some other things that I see. Don't want to make that too big. That is what it is. It's a stitch and chat, and just with my lovely stitchy friends who I absolutely adore. But I had done a little pack for them, and I asked Jen if she would make a pattern for us. And she didn't want any money for it, bless her. She was so sweet. She made this amazing chart for us, and I hope everyone stitches it and shows how amazing she is, and her patterns are so beautiful. So expect some of that. I will be doing a start on that at some point as well. Probably going to stitch that when I am actually doing the stitching social, so that I can show you some progress. And also I really want to thank Jen for everything, because she's just a fantastic friend. But on one of her Floss Tube episodes, she's totally enabled me, and I ended up buying this book, and it's beautiful. I'm not going to do a flip through because Jen has done a flip through, and if you'd like to go and have a look at her Floss Tube, you can do the flip through. But it's an amazing book if you like this kind of witchy vibe. So yeah, if you want it, check it out, and go and see it on Jen's, because she's done a lovely flip through. And also Jen made me this bag, and I just want to show it because it's so cute. Look at that little hedgehog with the mushroom head, so sweet. And it's like vinyl, and she makes these now, and they're on her coffee store, or coffee store, however you want to pronounce it. So yeah, go check her out, go check her shop out. She's got ring bling, project bags, and she does patterns, but she kind of specializes in like fan patterns for like things like fourth wing and stuff like that. So if you like all that stuff, that's your jam, she's got you, so go check it out. So that's her. So not too much haul left. I'll move on to Stitch in London stuff soon. So the other bag I want to show you is Pauline Sobey bags. It is Teresa Cova, oh, I can't get my words out now, fabric, Christmas fabric. So one of my Christmassy projects is going to go in here. That is so beautifully made. I've got loads of bags from her, so I really recommend her as well. So that's that. Yeah, I'm going to show you fabrics. So fabric of the month from Megan. Oh, you can see that, sorry, it's in the bag. That's better. Side. So it's a 32 count even weave. Yep, that was fabric of the month. Everyone got that who was part of the club. And then my fabrics for the fabric super saver a few weeks ago now, 3 weeks ago. I got a couple of fabrics as well, so I just wanted to show them quickly. They're all 32 counts, apart from one, which I'll show you at the end. So this is a reverse fruit salad one, which I think is beautiful. I really wanted greens, and I came out with like only one green, but the greens I got was fantastic. It's better now. So that one. Then this one. Lovely mauvey purple. I love purples. I'm always drawn to like purples, blues and pinks. And then this one, which is like quite moody. That's not really getting you the complete colour right, but let's see the colour. There we go. That one. And then this one, which I thought really reminded me of the sky. Yep. And then this is the one I got in 40 count, because I really want to try a 40 count, and I love the colour, and I think all the other counts are gone, but I really loved it, and I do want to try 40 count, so it's that one. Yeah, so I'm very spoiled with fabric, so hopefully I won't need to buy any again, although I am part of the fabric club for Megan, and I've just got off the list for Crafty Kate all at the same time it happened, so it's quite hard to get onto Kate, so I've gone straight onto it, and it's a lovely blue colour, so I've said yes to it this time, so brilliant. Right, Stitch in London haul. So where do I begin? I probably will forget stuff because my memory is like, but let's go through the fabric that I got from Swan Bay Fabrics. Marie is just amazing. So I've got, I can't remember the colours of these, so but check out Swan Bay Fabrics. She did a soft launch at Stitch in London, and now it's fully launched, so go ahead and pick whatever you want. I can tell you it's beautiful to stitch on. It feels very soft, the colours are beautiful, they're quite earthy, muted, some of them are quite muted, but like mainly like earthy colours, naturals, or neutrals if you like. So I definitely needed those kind of colours. I do love stitching on those kind of colours, so Marie's fabrics are definitely going to be my go-to for those kind of things. The quality is just second to none. I really highly recommend Swan Bay Fabrics. But yeah, I'll show you what I got. So that's that one. So that's more of a neutrally colour. Then I got this one. Can't resist this kind of colour, but I really wish I'd gone for a pale pink as well, which I didn't get, but I am gonna order. I got this one, so I got this one because I want to stitch the Historical Santa's Robin stitch along on that one, and this one, which I have actually stitched on. I put some stitches in to test how white would show, but it doesn't show up very well, so I've chosen something different. I think it's this one that I'm going to stitch on. But anyway, so that's that. And then I'll show you the patterns that I got. So I had this one from Yaz, which I have had my eye on for a while because I just love the colours. And then Yasin did some of her 2022 ones, but she has put the CR to change it for Charles, and obviously you can change it to 24 if you want as well. And I adore this pattern. I didn't go to the Stitching London in 22, so the first one, so having that, I felt like I was missing the set, so I'm glad I've got it. And then, oh, that's all flying away. I'll have to grab that in a sec. What have I got in here? Oh, I knew I kept this on my sleeve. Cotton and clay. So I'm going to put my fancy floss on here, I've decided, because it looks so fancy. So I will do that for a project that I have lots of fancy floss, which I have loads coming up in my plans, so it's not going to be a problem. And then I just want to show you this project bag, which is from Nest Crafts. The moment I saw it, I knew it was for me. I absolutely love elephants, and I just love how this is circus, and it's crazy but beautiful. This like little lady here, fabric is just so gorgeous, and it's really final. But Ness's bags are like so beautiful, but they're really hard to come by. I found her last year at Stitching London and bought a few bags from there. I've bought a few bags since on her Etsy. Yeah, she's a lovely lady as well. I was really honoured to meet her at Stitching London this time as well, and we had a little bit of a chat, so she's very nice. I definitely want to go back for more bags. Not that I need any more, because that seems to be my obsession at the moment, but yeah. And then I got the Hello Autumn box from Yaz, and this was a project bag that was included in it, which I think is so cute. So I think I'm missing some of my haul, if I'm being really honest, but I'll show you what I've got. I mean, some of it's on like the projects as well, but I just want to show you, yeah, this is the beautiful box that is made from Yaz, and I stored, oops, it's all coming out, but I stored lots of the different things that I got. So I got some floss drops. It's kind of hard to show, but I really love the froggy. I love anything froggy. I actually don't really like frogs, but anything that's like cartoony like this about frogs, because Jess from Geeky Stitching Co, she also does lots of froggies, and I just adore them. But yeah, look. I won't show you them all because we'll be here all day, but beautiful. And then included in Yaz's box, Charlie collaborated, and I've got some more woodland floss drops and a woodland needle minder. And then, oh, see, I knew I was missing some, but they're in the box. So I bought this. I've had that on my eye on this for a while. I love this Christmas village. And then this I bought as part of the Hello Autumn box. And Charlie's done a beautiful version of that, so I can't wait to stitch that. And then last pattern is a pattern I bought from Love Poppet, which I really like. So that's that one. And then there's like lots of bits and pieces in here that came with the box set. So I won't go through that because you can see that on Yaz's site, but the box is beautiful. I don't know if she has any, I don't know where my, oh there they are. I don't know if she has any left, but all of her boxes are really good. I know that she's got some more coming up planned that are going to be beautiful. So the final thing I want to show you is this Roxy Floss Co. Words are very hard today. I did a pre-order with Marie. I don't know how she managed it, but the price was amazing. We didn't have to pay much extra for custom fees or anything like that. It was all inclusive in the price that she sold us to. But I just want to show you the colours I got because it's so beautiful. So this one is called Blue Raspberry, and I love the names. Like, the names are half the fun of these. And Emerald Isle. And this one is Deja Blue. Beautiful. We've got Peekaboo. There's a theme here. I definitely like certain colours more. This is called Thistle While You Work, which I adore. I love variegation. Beautiful. Then we've got Getaway, which immediately brings the Taylor Swift driving in a getaway car. Sorry, you can't sing a voice now, but the song instantly goes into my mind when I think of that. And then this is In a Jam, and I love that variegation. So, so beautiful. This is Amethyst. As soon as I saw this on the site, I knew I wanted it. And obviously it's really hard when you're seeing it on the site to know if it's, you know, like if it's going to be like true to what you're seeing. And then this one is Afternoon Tea. Again, love the name. Love an afternoon tea. That one was looking a lot more washed out. I don't know if I can get it. It's like slightly more lilac-y, I would say. Not lilac, but it is slightly more pinky lilac. And then this one is lovely. It's Be Mine. It just reminds me of Baby Mine from Dumbo. Don't know why, but it just does. So I think that's everything. I hope I've not missed any haul out. I have had some advent calendars come as well. I've had my Boffy Threads one come, my geeky advent calendar, and the long-awaited Evertotes one, which I'm so excited. And it's taken all my willpower not to open them, knowing that I've got 24 more Roxy Floss in the packets. So, yay. Please pray for me that I can hold off till 1st of December. But yeah, I will definitely show you all of those because I am planning to do Flossmas. I do have a lot of advent calendars, so hopefully it'll be good. I'm hoping to do daily, but we'll have to see because my work schedule might change. But yeah, it should be good. Plans. So I have 2 new starts planned. One is the Robin from Historical Sampler stitch along that I didn't know I was getting. I'm not sure if that advent calendar had arrived. It might have come the day after, so I've also had that one arrive. I did not know if it was going to be included or not because the way it's worded on the website, it was hard to work out. I thought it was, but I wasn't 100% sure. So it has. I've got the PDF. I didn't get the kit, so I'm kitting it out myself. I'm going to do it on the green fabric from the lovely Marie Swanbay Fabrics. As soon as I saw it, I knew that's what I wanted to do it on. I've got most of the floss I have in stash. I've done a little order for the rest, so hopefully that will come. No, I think it might have come. I can't remember. I think it's on its way. So then I can start that probably this weekend, hopefully, if it comes tomorrow. And I also have the Crochet Go Go advent calendar as well, which I'm starting with Sarah and my lovely friend Teresa as well. So we're doing a little stitch along together. And obviously, I think there's one ongoing anyway, but if anyone wants to join us, please go ahead. I've been dying, like absolutely desperate to stitch something from Crochet Go Go. She's very talented, so I'm looking forward to that. It will not be finished by Christmas, but I just love stitching festive in the season, so it'll be fine. I've got not much else planned. No retreats coming up or anything like that. I think my next one is Floss Friends up in Rotherham, so that will be in end of January, beginning of February. So yeah. Yeah, so I just wanted to say another thank you to everybody for commenting, liking, subscribing. It does mean the world to me that you would want to like see what I'm up to. I'm not sure if my stitching is interesting compared to other people, so you know, from the bottom of my heart, it was really heartwarming to see that people liked it. And yeah, so I'm gonna go now, and I'm probably gonna do these monthly because it's probably gonna fit better with my schedule. But I just want to say thank you. Please press like, leave me a comment. I love getting your comments and chatting, and yeah, subscribe if you want to get the notifications. And I'll see you next time.